What's going on, everyone? So today I've got a little bit of Gears of War 4 gameplay for you. I finally managed to get into the beta. I think I was supposed to get my code on the 18th. Microsoft told us that if you've played Ultimate Edition since launch, then you should be one of the first to get your code to get into this beta, which would have been on the 18th. But a lot of people didn't get theirs. I know I didn't get mine, and a lot of my friends didn't get theirs either. I think Microsoft said there was an issue sending out the codes, and they sent out another batch last night, and I know a lot of people who have played Ultimate Edition since launch have got their code, and I got mine, and a lot of my friends got theirs as well. But if you haven't played Ultimate Edition and you want a chance to play the beta, don't worry, it is open into the public on the 25th. If you haven't got your code yet and you feel you should have through playing Ultimate Edition, then hopefully you should get yours before the 21st. I know a lot of people did get their codes last night, so you should get it soon, hopefully. But yeah, the beta is really cool so far. It feels very fast-paced compared to Gears UE, which I'm liking. If you've played Gears 3, you should feel pretty familiar with this game, to be honest. I kind of just wanted to throw this out there to show you guys some gameplay, some of the different weapons. It seems like the maps they've given us are really big, and they've got a good selection of weapons on, which is kind of cool. We can sort of test everything out and see if we can find any problems, I suppose. I hope the community sort of does report that back to them and give them good feedback so that we can get problems fixed and whatnot. The frame rate on this game, I just got domed the shit out of. The frame rate on this game is about 50 to 55, I hear. Although it is still, you know, in pre-alpha, I think. They call it the beta, but it's very much so source code, which means they're still working on it. Hopefully they can get some more tweaks to get them frame rates up to closer to 60 anyway. I know that I heard yesterday it is around 50 to 55. There's not too much stuttering, it doesn't seem to drop too much, although I have seen it in a couple of areas. No crashes for me yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to get some of those. I got kicked out of a game yesterday, that's probably the worst that's happened to me, but connections and stuff seem to be fine. There seems to be a lot less sponging than previous Gears games. Along with that fast-paced movement, which is very good. I know that Gears 3 suffered a lot because of that in certain parts, and you could get very frustrating if you're shooting someone over and over again and they're just not dying. But that seems like less of a problem on this game. It seems much easier to kill people if you're actually accurate. Although it does seem harder to be accurate for me. I guess that's just because I've been away from Gears 3 for a while, which this game feels very similar to. But loving it so far. I'm going to be smashing this game out for the next couple of weeks, trying to hit those clips, maybe put out a couple of videos. I definitely wanted to put this out there though for you guys, because I know some of my friends sort of look to me for Gears stuff occasionally, even though I don't post it that much, but I just love playing it. This game is fucking fantastic. I think we're about to switch up here to some sniper gameplay. It feels so weird switching to this after playing UE so much. But because I've played Gears 3 so much, it does feel very familiar. Hopefully a lot of you guys get into this too and give it a go. I'm pretty sure I got a couple of headshots here, a couple of sneaky ones. I dare say me and Landon are going to be playing this a little bit, and I'll try and get a couple of videos out with him. I know my friend Pete as well is playing this a lot, so should see some people popping up with some videos. I'll try to post some people's channels around and stuff if you guys like this game. Because I don't post a lot of content for it, but a lot of my friends do. Landon is definitely one to check out. He's in my sub boxes. Look at that derp. Double. I think that's my first on-screen derp in this game. I was quite proud of that, even though it was just two very simple headshots. So yeah, there are 3 maps. Like I said, I think it's Dam, Foundation, and Harbour. I kind of like Foundation, although I don't seem to play that one. A lot of people seem to vote up Dam quite a bit, which is this map. But yeah, there's a couple of new weapons. The drop shot being the main one, I think. I kind of like the fact that they've put that in here, because they've sort of always had the boom in Gears of War, which is just sort of like a rocket launcher, and the torque bow and snipe in Gears 2 and 3 used to alternate in spawn points. So right here you see me picking up the torque bow. Next round it'll be the snipe. It's kind of nice to have something that pairs off with the boom to switch with, so it's just not always the boom. You know, you kind of have now the boom shot and the drop shot. And the drop shot's kind of sweet just because it can get behind cover. If you've got some people that are like camping back, sitting in cover, you can sort of use the drop shot to get those kids out of there and push them out of their campy hidey holes, pitching them tents and stuff. Definitely helpful. Definitely a nice addition to the Gears arsenal. I'm loving it. T-bow, let's push up here. See what I can do. Not sure how much longer I'm on this one for. Yeah, a little while. I know I completely missed that shot. No, it was terrible shooting. But yeah, if you've played the previous Gears games, even just the campaign, you'll know that like the main character is Marcus Phoenix, and in this one, the main character is Marcus Phoenix's son, I think. Marcus and Anya's son. I'm guessing that we're going to see a few characters that are like the offspring of the previous game's characters. I don't know who most of the characters are that are actually in the game. There's definitely some new ones. If you played them before as well, you'll know the bad guys are the Locust. But that's completely changed now. This game is set 15 years after Gears 3. And the new enemies are called the Swarm. And they look pretty similar to Locust, although they look a hell of a lot eviler, if you ask me. A lot more monstrous. Their voices sound a lot deeper. And you can kind of understand them a little less. I haven't noticed many problems with the beta yet. It seems to, like I said, stutter in a few places where, with maybe some frame drops and stuff. One thing I have noticed is that I can hear fucking people reloading as if they're right next to me, but they're not. Like, it's really weird. You can sort of hear people getting their actives right next to you when they could be across the map. It's really strange. I don't know if that's just working with your teammates or something. You can also now get active reloads without emptying your clip. You used to have to sort of empty your clip to get the active reload on the previous Gears games to give you that damage boost, but now you can just sort of hit reload at any point, even if you've already got a bullet in the clip to get that active. You can also switch weapons before you come out of spawn, which is kind of a nice addition at the beginning of each round. But I can see people just abusing that active reload system. Although, I don't know, I suppose, as long as everyone can do it and all that bollocks, it's just going to make me miss a shitload more actives and probably get me killed and stuff. So that's the end of the little run there. We're going to jump onto Foundation here and take a little look at this. I think I was messing around with nades on this one. But this map, like, all the maps seem to be fairly sizable, although you can sort of get a look at each point of the map from different positions. Seems like there's definitely going to be a lot of crossing in this game because the Lancer is so powerful. Like a third of a clip can down you. I don't know what it's like active-wise. I'm sort of a Nasher warrior, like a lot of the Gears vets are, run around trying to get them Nasher kills and stuff. But I have seen that the Nasher is so fucking powerful. For some reason, you can also spawn with a Lancer and a Hammer Burst if you want. You can completely take the Nasher out of your setup at the start if you like. I don't know if they're going to change that when it comes to the full game. I think that's kind of weird, to be honest. I don't know why you would want a Hammer Burst and a Lancer, but yeah, I suppose if you wanted to just keep the Lancer, you could just throw away the Nasher, right? I don't know, it's kind of weird. Always trying to get those power weapons myself. You know how it goes. Trying to get them headshots. So I think I've got a couple of minutes left on this commentary. I wanted to also just say to you guys that I may be streaming this a little later. I'm popping out now to go and take care of some stuff. But I could be streaming this a little later, probably around 6 PM my time. Maybe a little later, actually. But yeah, I'll try and put up a stream for you guys. If you don't know my stream name, it's just twitch.tv/ifreams, the same as it is on YouTube over here. Feel free to come over and join me a little later. Or if some of you have got the game, we can play together and stuff, try and get some people in and have some good times. This game is definitely a little harder than the previous ones, I think. It's really easy to die. But that's good, you know. You don't want to feel invincible when you play in this game. I would be a bit disappointed if I did, but I think at the moment, because you have, I think it's the early access thing, you have a lot of people who are quite experienced with the game getting in. I think when it becomes public, we'll probably see more of those newbies coming into the game. There's a lot of sweat bags bouncing about at the moment, but I'm enjoying that. It's kind of, you know, presents a challenge and all that stuff. You don't want it to be too easy, do you? But the smoke grenades still stun you like they did in Gears 3, which is a nice touch. I haven't actually been messing with those too much yet, but I can see them being like a vital point of getting weapons and shit like they were in Gears 3. Very useful for that split-second stun to give you a quick advantage. And anyone who's pushing you or trying to defend that weapon. Oh, these two kiddies, get down, boy-oh. There we go. You can also get those domes when people are on the floor, just like in Gears 3. You can do that in Ultimate Edition or Gears 1. But yeah, beautiful so far. I haven't looked at many of the executions. I know that the drop shot execution is fucking sick. You kind of like spike the end of the gun into the back of their head and shoot them into little chunks, which is just disgusting on so many levels. But I'm also wondering if there are any other new weapons they haven't included in the beta. I know they've given us that drop shot, but I'd be disappointed if there's another weapon that's brand new that we haven't got to play with. I know they may be trying to save that for the full game, but kind of bringing that out during the beta would allow us to test it, I suppose, to make sure it's working properly. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to jump off here. Pretty short video, to be honest. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this game in the comment section. If you're getting on this, come and tune into my Twitch, and we can play together a little later, maybe. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day, and until next time, take it easy.